is 4 o'clock in the morning, and guess what, guys? It's freezing cold in South Florida. We're going to look for frozen iguanas. We are headed to some spots that have the thickest iguanas. We're hoping to find iguanacicles all on the ground. Join me for a bunch of adventures picking up frozen iguanas off the ground with Iguana Solutions. Okay guys, we are pulling up at the spot. We're gonna drive along a canal and see if we can't find iguanas. It's probably our best bet to find frozen iguanas. And if we start finding them, we'll go to a bunch of different spots and pick up frozen iguanas everywhere. But let's see if this spot works first. Here we go. We're gonna veer off the road and see if we don't find frozen iguanas on the ground. Somewhere over here. What is that? Is that what I think it is? Is that? Uh-oh! It's on, guys. It's on. Iguana popsicles. Are y'all ready? Are y'all freaking ready? Here we go. What happened, buddy? Oh, what happened? It's so cold. Oh no! Gotchu Iguana popsicle! Look at him! Out like a light. He feels cold to the touch. I have a feeling there's gonna be many more. Let's go. We are finding iguanas all on the ground. Iguana popsicles. Look at this, and they're big too. Big ones, little ones, fat ones and skinny ones, green ones and brown ones. There are iguanas on the ground like freaking Easter eggs. Hey iguana, what happened? He does not, oh no, we got blood. He must have hit the ground hard. We got a box of frozen iguanas right here. There might be more on the ground. They're of course falling out of these trees. Normally I cannot spot them in these trees when I'm hunting. So coming by here and pulling these off the ground while they just fall out like Christmas presents is freaking awesome. I'll show you more iguanacicles really soon. The wind is really strong, so it's freezing them and then they can't hold onto the branches and they fall out. Look at this, guys, right here on the side. Dropping out of trees. Oh man, I am beyond excited. I almost couldn't go to sleep last night. I was so excited that they're gonna freeze. Look at this guy. He's not quite all the way out. He was kind of sitting up a little bit, but it looks like there's another one. Look at this big boy. What happened, buddy? This is the craziest thing. Frozen iguanas, guys. So this happened back in 2019 and I got footage of pulling iguanas and I made a stack of them, and while I'm stacking the iguanas the sun started coming up and the vultures started stealing all my iguanas. So we're gonna watch today. Nothing stealing our frozen iguanas this time. My Iguanacicles. He thought the palm would be safe. Man, you know, these strong winds are knocking them out real good. Oh, I see a big one up ahead. Look at this, guys. Frozen, sleeping iguanas. Look. What happened, buddy? Oh no. So very cold. They're cold to the touch when you pick them up. And they are out like a light. Got you frozen iguana. Good times in South Florida in the cold. Doing a quick iguana pickup here. These guys are just falling right here out the oak tree. They're usually really hard to find. This is a great opportunity to come to jobs where you can't find iguanas and just pick them up off the ground. We have so many iguanas this morning. It's just now 6 a.m. and the buckets are filling up. Gotchu, you frozen iguanas. Someone said to me, look, it's a full moon tonight. There's gonna be all the crazies out. Well, here we are. Look who's on the ground here. Let's see if I can show y'all a flash. Look at this guy. Oh, it's so cold. So we're hitting the coldest temperatures right now at 33. Look! He couldn't get back up the tree. No way. Oh, man. I think they fall out, and then if they're not quite cold enough, they try to crawl back up the tree. But this guy, he didn't make it. Oh, man. Frozen iguanas. We're still out getting them. Stick with me. I'm going to like 2 or 3 new places. The sun's about to rise in the background, and I think we'll be able to get iguanas for another 2 or 3 hours. Let's go ahead and peel him off the tree. Oh, he's even frozen in that direction. Like he's like really frozen that way. Look at that. Oh wow, he even is like frozen in the zigzag. Let's make sure there's no more on the ground. This property has iguanas that dig all into the edge of the banks, and we're gonna go check those other trees down there because iguanas love oak trees. It is now 6:30 in the morning. The sun is starting to come up, and we're just gonna drive a road that has lots of oak trees because iguanas love live oaks, but they're really hard to find in the trees, and I'm expecting to find them on the ground. I just turned on a road full of oak trees, and there's already an iguana in the middle of the road. Well, on the side of the road, I should say. Oh, there's another one right there. Iguana, what happened? What happened, iguana? Look at this. Iguana. What are you doing down there? We're gonna go ahead and pick them up because we're gonna see how many frozen iguanas we end up finding today. Got another one right here. Oh, he's solid. He's frozen solid right there. I'm gonna fill up the buckets with iguanas this morning because it is the great iguana pickup. Just gonna keep y'all with me live and see if we don't see more iguanas in the middle of the road just driving through a neighborhood. Winter in South Florida. What happened, buddy? Man, I should be getting paid for this, guys. We don't even know these houses, but look, the oak trees are just full of iguanas here. Look at this. Isn't this the craziest thing you've ever seen? Frozen iguana pickup. Driveway iguanas. You pick up your newspaper in the morning, you pick up your iguana in the morning. That's how we do it in South Florida. Dun dun! Unfortunately, it looks like they keep hitting their head whenever they hit the ground. You see a little bit of blood there. I don't think this guy's gonna make it here. They don't do well whenever it's that cold and they fall from that high. Got this iguana. He's part of a real job that I'm doing. So I'm at a real site. The people left the gate open for us. They want us to go in and see how many iguanas we can find. This is a daycare that deals with all kinds of iguana issues. We're getting quite a few today. So they're actually kind of hard to find on the ground sometimes. If you look, this guy blends super well. We already passed him once, her. Man, she's full of eggs. These girls have eggs all in them because we're only like a month and a half out from egg season. So we're gonna be able to provide these to some guys that are gonna cut them open and eat lots of curry iguana eggs. And here we are at the playground as promised. And look, the tree that is not wrapped has iguanas underneath it. So they have issues with iguanas digging here. I've showed y'all videos where they dig out holes all in breeding season. And so here we are pulling up iguanas playground. They fell out this tree. Gotchu Iguanas. 'Tis the great frozen iguana pickup. Look at this. These girls are full of eggs. This spot is known for having holes dug all over there and all over there, and the kids can the teachers here actually have to fill in the holes every morning, and they'll have like 30 holes here. And so this is a big deal that we're getting to pick them up here because they're so hard to find in this tree. See how hard this tree is to find them? Not when they freeze. You can't even drive down the road. They've got iguanas all on the side of the road. That car. So if you look, there's more this way. Look, somebody hit this one. Woo! Frozen iguana didn't make it. Look, he has frosties on him. I think there's another iguana right here. It's like in each driveway. Look at this. And there's another frozen iguana right there on the ground. They're just at each driveway like a newspaper. Pick up my iguana, you pick up your iguana. Like delivering the news. Okay, at this point, we have like well over 50 frozen iguanas. And so we're trying to pick up large ones that we see so that people can eat them and harvest the eggs and do something with these guys. You can see here, this guy's head, his eyes are sunken in, he's completely frozen, and it looks like he's got a little bit of blood going on. The falls really seem to knock him out pretty bad. But you can see there's one in the road. There's a little one right here. Little baby one. Let's see if he wakes up on us. Got another one right here. The iguanas are out. Anywhere that there's trees over the road, they're getting iguanas squished in the road. Frozen and squished. We just ran into a news crew. They are excited looking for frozen iguanas. Showed them all the ones that we found. The iguanas are still all over the ground. They are not waking up. In 2019, I had quite a few, but they seem to be out this time. People are pointing them out to me at this point.
Over there in the nook of the tree, that oak.
He's in the nook of the tree, like he didn't fall all the way?
Oh, he's all on the ground.
Oh, I see him, I see him. Here he is. Gotchu iguana. Easiest iguanas to get. Uh-huh.
Iguana rescue.
It's not quite rescue.
Iguana.
So we're about to meet up with the news crew. They want to meet us at 9 a.m. We've been out getting iguanas for like 4 or 5 hours, and they're still all over the ground. You can't go under an oak tree right now in South Florida without finding a few iguana snacks. Look, he's moving. He's kind of awake. You see? He's waking up. Is this exercise? What is this?
And on farmers hit hardest by this chill.
But first, we want to kick things off with Local 10's Isabella Martin, who's in Hollywood, where it is raining iguanas. Isabella, you have quite the scene, and please introduce us to the lady standing next to you.
Yes, this is Jessica. She is the iguana expert. She's picked up, she said, hundreds of pounds of iguanas this morning. This is crazy. I've honestly never seen anything like it. Jessica, tell us what is happening. Why are these iguanas frozen?
Right, of course, iguanas are cold-blooded animals, so as soon as it gets to freezing, we end up having iguanas fall out the trees here in South Florida.
Okay, and like I said, you've picked up hundreds of pounds worth just this morning. You told me you started at 4. What do you do with them after you pick up all of these all around the city?
Well, of course, we contact our Trinidadian friends and all the people that like to eat iguanas. So a lot of different cultures eat iguanas, and they eat the eggs, and they eat the legs, and they eat the tail. So this is easy snacks falling out the trees this morning.
Okay, and I know that you did tell me that before, and I was surprised because I said, is that inhumane? But tell us about the reasons why that's acceptable.
Right. So iguanas are an invasive species here in South Florida, just like the pythons, the parrots, and other animals that damage our native environment. And so we are not allowed to relocate these animals. Some people try to heat them up and let them back go. If you do that on your own property, that's your own choice. But FWC did allow for people to go to a place today. If you find frozen iguanas in your yard, you can look up on FWC's website and they'll tell you drop-off points where they will humanely put iguanas down and make sure that they don't suffer, but we also get them out of our environment and save South Florida.
Okay, and you've already found several in this park, but you told me after this spot you're headed to the beach. Why are there a lot on the beach, do you think?
Yes, so the last time it froze like this, I found the majority of my frozen iguanas out by the beach. I think that air coming off of the cold water is even colder for them, and the wind is stronger over there, so it knocks them out the trees. And we're expecting to find many more iguanas this morning out there, probably until about 11 a.m. when it starts to get warm enough for them to wake up and climb back up the trees.
Okay, and one last question. What is the heaviest and biggest iguana you have picked up today?
Today, this is probably the biggest boy we've gotten. He probably weighs around 10 pounds and is probably around 5.5 feet long.
And you told me it's like picking up a bag of ice.
Oh yes, right now they are so cold. My hand is frozen right now holding him. And so they're like little bags of ice and they are so heavy. So like you said, we've gotten probably around 200 pounds of iguanas and probably around 75 to 80 iguanas total.
And this is crazy. I've been nervous even holding this one, and I did pick that one up just a couple of minutes ago. I thought they were going to wake up.
Yeah, they're not waking up yet. We had one moving slightly a minute ago. He was sitting in the sun, so he's getting to heat up a little quicker. But they still have a few more hours that we're going to be able to run around and pick up iguanas like Easter eggs off the ground.
And for those that see a frozen iguana right outside their doorstep, what do you recommend they do one last time?
If you want to allow him to defrost, go ahead and move him to the sun and he'll get to defrost and go up the trees. But if you want to help the environment and remove him, you need to look up FWC's drop-off site and they'll be able to take care of him humanely for you.
Okay, thank you so much, Jessica. Again, a crazy scene out here. I'm from Michigan. I've never seen anything like this or even held an iguana before. So a lot of firsts for me, cold in Florida and holding a frozen iguana. Reporting live, I'm Isabella Martin, Local 10 News.
And Isabella, you know, these iguanas, they're not gone. They're just temporarily unplugged right now. They will be thawing out soon, though. Maybe some folks will be having a little bit of iguana stew later in the day.
Gosh. Well, let's talk about the important points here that was your expert was mentioning. These iguanas are not good for the environment. So, I mean, if you are able to deliver them so they are humanely put down, probably a good idea, just like it's probably a good idea for you to wash your mittens, your gloves, when you get home. Please.
These gloves will not be reused.
Oh, you're trashing them.
That's why
Wonderful.
I decided
Isabella
to
Martin.
use
Love
gloves.
it.
These are going straight to the trash.
She's a smart lady. All right, Isabella, don't have too much fun out there. We'll check in with you later. Thank you. A reminder, too, that the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission has opened a window for people to collect cold-stunned iguanas, as you just heard her say. FWC says between today and tomorrow, you can remove green iguanas from your private property with the owner's permission, of course, and deliver them to FWC. It's located along Northwest 53rd Street in Sunrise. Drop them off from 9 a.m. to noon today or 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow.
All right, moving from frozen iguanas to the farms.
What happened, guy? You even alive? Oh, he's alive. Oh, they're starting to wake up, guys. Look at this one. Big old female got hit by a car. 2 iguanas. But look, she was full of eggs. Look at that. Another iguana down there. Waiting for traffic so I can show you all the eggs. Look at this craziness. Iguana is frozen and run over. So they're still out here. This guy's waking up, starting to defrost. He looks like he doesn't feel good though. So we're picking up iguanas and we're probably gonna get more tomorrow because it's gonna be freezing cold again tonight. We're pulling up at a spot that you have seen me hunt at a bunch of times. And the iguanas are sometimes really hard to find. Is that one on the ground? No, that's a leaf. So we're here looking for them, and next door is a park. So we're gonna see if they're at the park too, probably in a moment. I think I just spotted an iguana that fell out the tree here. And again, this is a real job, so we get paid for these iguanas. What happened, buddy? Ooh, really frozen. He's even in the sun and he's still frozen. So I have a lot of trouble finding iguanas up here. Iguanas killed these bushes. These are hibiscus bushes that are completely dead just about. You can see they have a few leaves left on these hibiscus here. Iguanas do this damage. So we're here picking up Iguanacicles. Look, there's one. Oh, he's waking up. Look, he's moving. That means we're running out of time, guys. We gotta find them before they wake up. So we're gonna head out over under some of the other trees and see if we can't get these iguanas before they wake up on us. So it's 10 a.m. and they're actually starting to wake. Just found this guy. You can see he's kind of in the position of walking. Oh, maybe not. He's still super frozen. But the other one that I found in the sun a minute ago here was definitely waking up. So I ended up getting one that woke up, and I had to put an air rifle to him. So we're starting to have some of them defrost. We're trying to pull him out of here. This is a real job that we're at. So we get paid for these Iguanacicles. Check this guy out. Oh, that's a big old female, guys. She probably has like 50 eggs in her. Is she dead? I don't know. She doesn't seem to be waking up. Oh, this guy is moving. He moved. Look, look, look. So they do wake up when you get them in the sun. Gotchu Iguanas. This guy's waking up on us. The wind is whipping. We got iguanas still all over the ground. Look, starting to wake up. Oh, he's mad about it. Looks like the Great Frozen Iguana Pickup is going to end soon, guys. The Great Frozen Iguana Pickup. We are out here wrapping up the Great Iguana Freeze Pickup of 2026. I have approximately 75 iguanas behind me that we've taken from all over Broward County, some from the side of the road, some from jobs, and we have had the best time picking them up today. From 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. and now it's about to be, it's like 10:30. They're starting to wake up. We've had 4 iguanas wake up on us that I had to pull out the air rifle on. But otherwise, they're starting to get up on us. This guy's even blinked for me a couple times. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna put pellets in a couple heads so that we can still provide these to people to eat and get them off the property and out of the environment here. Thanks for joining. I've had the best time showing you iguana freezing. I've had the best time showing you iguanas freezing in South Florida.
Channel 7, and I'm calling because we saw you got interviewed regarding the iguanas that you found in Hollywood, and I'm wondering to see if we could be able to interview you about the iguanas you found up there in Broward.
Yeah, I tried calling y'all earlier this morning. I just did something with Channel 10 News. I could probably meet y'all at some point. What time are you trying to do it?
I'm a photographer up in Broward, busy up in Weston right now.
Weston is very far. I'm in Hollywood.
Can we do it? Hold on, is it possible we could interview you at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Is that
absolutely, absolutely. I could figure. I just wanted to share with y'all another benefit of these frozen iguanas. Whenever we take out frozen iguanas at the beginning of the year and we don't let them wake up, they're also full of eggs. So I just cut open one of the large females that's definitely dead from the freeze, like her eyes are all sunk in. And so I just want to show you how many eggs she already has, and it's what, February 1st. So we just cut this girl open and she has approximately 50 eggs in her. They just keep coming. The eggs just go on and on. They have so many eggs, usually 30 to 50, and this was a really large female, you can see, full of eggs. Gotchu iguana eggs. So guys, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have interviewed with 2 different news stations, Channel 7 and Channel 10, check them out. And some of the iguanas are trying to wake up. So look at this guy. He's like, what is going on? What is going on, buddy? Look, he's moving his tail. So we, of course, are not gonna let there be any survivors, but they are definitely waking up. He just moved his dewlap. Look, look, look. What are you up to? Wake up, buddy. So yeah, it's still like 45, 50 degrees. And so I'm gonna take all these iguanas, put them down, have a lady meeting me to eat the large ones, of course. And so it's been so much fun with the freezing iguanas everywhere. I'm gonna go rest. I've been working like 10 hours and it's only 2 o'clock. But we think it's gonna freeze again tomorrow. So we might have a lot more Iguanacicles to come. Gotchu Iguana. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they couldn't resist.
Jesus.
They couldn't resist. Look.
Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh my God. 17. It's crazy. Look, don't step on that guy. Look, 18.
Yeah, we have to show this to Jessica. It's 9 degrees here in Florida.